Right now at Total Energies, we are allowing 50 kina per vehicle for today, and then we'll assess, we'll see, we wait for our team down at the office to respond. If the tanker is coming this afternoon or tomorrow, then we'll go back to normal. For now, we are just giving 50 kina across the board. We are observing, we will assess, and then our security personnel are on site too. They will, with the advice, we will see, and then we assess how the day goes. If we have to shut down, we shut down. Otherwise, we will serve the residents and we see how it goes. We're also thankful for the disciplinary forces on site now that are managing the place, for keeping the security people intact. Thank you for that.
This cannot happen in a sovereign space where the economy is now being undermined by a foreign distributor. It's a renegade. It's an issue that borders on criminality, it's on sovereignty, and we need to do something as a country. It's been going on for too long. We can't allow this thing to happen. And Papua New Guineans need to rise up, including our politicians. We can't be beggars in our own land. And this is what's happening. And stop it and consider our own platforms where we're going to have our own people produce the oil that we can sell within, and cheaply too.
Capital city of Papua New Guinea. Our man Marista, Bishi Stabler, and Mixim Quantana, Kokam city, Pulma fuel, all to 20 Gina, 30 Gina, Mchol, 50 Gina above him, all to Nogarna. We blame crisis to fuel show. And one is making Minnesota Puma Energy, now at them, Ron Sabat, I'm shut down. One maso, me like Nubla Campanilo, take over Disla, fuel one map, Mibla short line.
Critical questions, and for both Puma, for Kumu Petroleum Holdings Limited, for the Treasurer, the Honourable Ian Lingstaki, for the Prime Minister James Marape to answer, and this also includes the Honourable Governor for Hela, the Honourable Philip Undialu. See, we're saying here that the fuel crisis affecting Papua New Guinea involves the Hela provincial government trying to take over the supply of fuel to the country. This fuel crisis is artificial, it's not man-made. We're not having a fuel crisis because of the law of supply and demand. We're having a fuel crisis here because you've got a group of people that are trying to take over the fuel supply to the nation. The questions here are, what is the real problem between Puma and the central bank? Why has Puma not been given enough foreign exchange to provide an essential service to the functioning of the country? Why has the state, under the Prime Ministership of James Marape, directed Kumu Petroleum Holdings to be the de facto central bank in issuing FX to Puma, when this doesn't fall under the purview of a state-owned enterprise like KPH? Why are we compromising the integrity and independence of the central bank? Has the central bank run out of US dollars? What role is the IMF playing to restrict the central bank? Are the IMF imposed restrictions causing the keener devaluation and current cost of living crisis that we're experiencing in the country right now? What is the relationship between the Prime Minister, the Hela Governor, the Honourable Philip Undialu, Hela Investments, Arafura Energies and Puma Energy? What's this relationship? That everybody's protecting everybody else at the expense of the people of Papua New Guinea. Has Arafura Energies fulfilled their orders with Puma? Why is Hela provincial government using taxpayer and landowner funds through Hela Investments and Arafura Energies to partake in the fuel industry? What's the interest of Hela provincial government and their investment arm in trying to take over the fuel supply to the country? Why can't we just do the right thing and stop the monopoly and allow another international provider of petrochemical products like ExxonMobil, like Total, to come in and restore consistent supply of fuel to the country? What's our interest? What is the role of the Petroleum and Energy Minister, the Honourable Jimmy Maladina, as the regulator in directing Puma on what to do? Is the good minister acting outside of his powers and putting pressure on Puma to help Arafura?
We have alternate fuel supplies being rerouted to PNG as I speak. I want to thank the other suppliers we have. ExxonMobil, especially, have stepped up its game. They said they're ready to supply to us. It's a matter of a storage facility in country, and we will, in West comes to West, we will deploy the Essential Services Act again to ensure that the ship that is bringing supply into our country has a place to unload.